I guess we could go explore those search points real quick.
Don't go trying to slice them up like you did in Batical, okay?
We need a gel base and a cotton. That stuff falls off of monsters we fight too. It's just that I don't know exactly if we'll be fighting those monsters.
I'll gladly lend a hand. I was elected by the city representatives here. Come by anytime you need help.
Thank you, Field Marshal.
You know I love you. Okay, so I think we rest at the inn. Excuse me, sorry. Don't think the Field Marshal tells us anything. The side quest didn't suggest as much, so... Glenn really needs to learn how to calm down. Don't worry about what he says. If you need anything, I'll lend a hand. I had never imagined that the Oracle Knight's target was your party, Colonel. As your presence impacts our operations, I would appreciate it if you would leave at your earliest convenience. Yeah. At least it's not written so... wordy. I mean, that was kind of wordy, but like, after reading the TOS dialogue, which was super duper wordy, this isn't so bad. Come on, can't you at least leave me alone during my break? Jeez, we don't even know each other, dude. Yeah, this music, kind of reminds me of, is this the Paul Makosa music that this kind of reminds me of? Something similar to it, kind of, or maybe House of Salvation music. Very reminiscent. It's the same composer, so obviously the songs are gonna reference each other. Sorry, we're closed right now. There goes Wilder. So what do we do? Do we try to leave, or... I guess we try to leave first.
Quick, hide! It's the Oracle Knights.
Have you found Phone Master Ion?
It doesn't appear that he's entered St. Bino.
Those people with Ion are the ones who killed Mommy. My Liger friends told me.
Who cares who they killed?
Them.
Your horrible Liger mother is not part of our mission.
What about that Phone Master Guardian they said was hanging around?
She appears to have made contact with the Malkuth military, but Malkuth is saying it's classified and is refusing to provide any useful information.
If I hadn't let that necromancer get the better of me, Annis would have never gotten away. I'm sorry.
Sink the Tempest. Fucking dissed.
The only one who can defeat that beastly Jade is the elegant servant of the gods.
This guy, by the way, he voices Illidan Stormrage, one of the most famous characters in World of Warcraft. And he's like this crazy flamboyant douchebag in this one, but he's so funny.
The esteemed member of the Oracle Knight's 6 god generals, yours truly dissed the rose.
You mean just the Reaper?
Dissed the Reaper?
How is one so beautiful as myself a Reaper and not a rose?
There's no point in dwelling on the past. What do we do now, Sink?
Oh, he's so good.
Hey.
Withdraw the troops from Engave and St. Bina.
But...
Your wound still hasn't healed. The Necromancer almost killed you. Why don't you take a break? And besides, the only way for them to cross the border is through Kaitsur. If we stay here and antagonize the Malkuth military, it could spark a diplomatic incident.
Hey! Stop ignoring me!
So next comes deciding how to deal with them at Kaitsur. Let's return to the Tartarus for now and consider matters there.
Inform the troops. 1st Division, withdraw.
Yes, sir.
You're all just jealous of my intelligence and beauty.
Damn. Largo survived.
Didn't stab him hard enough.
This is the first time I've seen the 6 god generals.
Who are the 6 god generals?
The 6 executive officers of the Oracle Knights.
But there were only 5 of them.
There's Largo the Black Lion, Dis the Reaper, Sink the Tempest, Arietta the Wild, Lagretta the Quick, and looks like the one missing was Ash the Bloody.
They're Van's immediate subordinates.
Master Vans?
If the 6 god generals are taking action, then the one who's trying to cause a war is Van.
The leftover ashes of the
The
sacred
6 god
flame.
generals side with the Grand Maestro. Mose is likely giving orders to Van.
Grand Maestro Mos would never do something like this.
Don't be so sure.
My mission for the Grand Maestro is top secret, so I can't divulge any details. However, I assure you it is one of peace.
Wait a minute. Master Van wouldn't try to cause a war either.
Wouldn't he?
It's just the sort of thing my brother might do.
What are you saying? What about you, huh? How do we know you're not a spy working for that Mose guy?
Please settle down.
He's
right, though.
Now's
How do
not
we
the
know
time
you're
to be
not working
worried
for
about
him?
Van or Mose. Right now, we have to get past the 6 God Generals and prevent this war.
You're right.
Huh. I'm not accepting the apology of anyone who badmouths Master Van.
Like he's such a little
Now that that's over,
lick
let's head for
spittle.
Kite Sewer, shall we?
You're unbelievable.
He's a bootlicker. Through and through. The Oracle Knights sure are acting like they want to start a war, even though I just said I don't believe that. Couldn't be by the Grand Maestro's order, he only desires peace. Are you still trying to blame Master Van for this? Well, that's the only way everything makes sense. Calm down, both of you. The important thing is that we're escorting Phone Master Ion to Batical to avert a war. And that the Oracle Knights are after him. Exactly. It may not be clear who's ultimately responsible. But one thing is certain. Oracle Knights will continue to attack until we reach Batical. All I want is to go home. And then complain about being home all the time. If we try to leave, we're supposed to rest at the inn, right? And it's like, oh, Phone Master Ion. Unless I'm thinking of later. Welcome, will you be staying?
By the way, Ion, where did they take you when they abducted you from the Tartarus?
To
Oh,
the
I guess we were
Sephiroth.
supposed to rest.
The
What now?
Sephiroth?
The Sephiroth are the world's 10 most powerful
The main
phone
villain
slots.
from Final Fantasy VII?
They're the planet's vital points, places where memory particles, a kind of planetary fuel, concentrate, and phonons gather easily.
I knew that. You don't all have to launch into an explanation like I'm ignorant.
But
Did
you
they do
are
with the
ignorant.
Sephiroth?
I can't say. It's confidential to the Order.
You always say that. It's really starting to get on my nerves.
I'm sorry.
Oh, hey, Jade, how are you feeling? Is your body okay? I mean, with that phone slot seal and all?
That's unlike you to
My
show
strength is
any
somewhat
compassion.
diminished. My body's phone slots have been sealed after all.
You're so considerate, Master.
No, I'm not.
No, I'm not. It'd just be a pain if this old man keeled over on us, that's all.
Ah, you're blushing, Luke.
I am not.
Is it going to be difficult to undo completely?
A phone slot seal is like a lock with a code that changes periodically. I'm unlocking it little by little, but it looks like it will take a bit more time. Of course, my
About
abilities
40
are on a
levels
whole
or
different
so.
level to begin with. Even after a partial drop, I don't imagine I'll have any trouble keeping up with the rest of you.
Man, you're obnoxious.
My apologies. It's my nature to be honest.
Huh. Well then,
This fucking
let's
dude.
leave Ion in the hands of the great and powerful Colonel while we get some sleep.
They are just the same.
That exhaustion has to be more than just a weak constitution.
What are you muttering about over there, Colonel?
Could Ion be the same as Luke?
In what way, Colonel? You're speaking directly in front of me. Oh, don't worry about it, Phone Master. I'm sure you're not a clone. Finally, a decent bed to sleep in. Haha, did the cold ground get to you? No way, well, okay, a little. I'll take a bed any day. There's no need to worry about thieves or monsters here either. Yeah, and if any did come, they'd be no problem for us. Between Malkuth's Necromancer, a Locrian Sergeant of the Oracle Knights, the leader of the Order of Lorelei, and the son of the Duke of Kimlaska, you'd have to be a fool not to run away. Man, that was a long sentence. And of course the servants. Me, no, I'm just a servant, that's all. Hehehehe. Just a servant indeed. Sees right through the BS. Always nice to have somebody like that. And a story. Okay, let's go do those side quests now. So, search point 4 is by the kite sewer little thing that we have to go. There's like a river that we have to cross. Search point 4 is right by there, and search point 1 is across a bridge, so we can go take a look at. Oh, it's a waste. We don't have the items yet. But we talked to this guy over here, and items become 20% cheaper in town. Which isn't bad if you plan to do a lot of shopping here in St. Bina. The town isn't going to be around for long, let's just say that.
What's this dirty thing?
Don't treat something like that when you don't even know whose it is.
I'll step on whatever I want.
This looks like it belongs to Field Marshal McGovern.
What an ass.
Oh, that old guy?
It looks like he's trying to solve the mysteries of the soil tree.
Mysteries?
Oh yeah, there are a lot of odd rumors about this tree.
Like what?
I guess that's probably why it became the symbol of St. Bina.
Yes. Why did just this one tree grow so large? Is it true that it's 2,000 years old?
I heard that way back, this tree was dying and all the other plants around it almost died as well.
Yes. That's why he's studying the relationship between the soil tree and the other plant life here.
That old guy spending his time doing something like that? Weird.
But the plants that grow in this city won't grow in any other region. That's the weird part, isn't it?
If that's the case, then this city may owe its prosperity to the soil tree.
Yes. That's probably part of what prompted the Field Marshal to study it.
This big tree smells the same as my home!
What? You think this is the same kind of tree as the one you live in? The plants in this city don't grow anywhere else, remember? What are you, stupid?
Even though I just learned that.
Colonel, what is it?
Interesting. The Field Marshal too may have arrived at a certain hypothesis.
What hypothesis?
It's a secret. By the way, Guy, you know an awful lot about this city.
I told you, I like reading about vacation spots. After a while, you learn a few things.
Sure you do.
Well, I suppose we can leave it at that for now. Anyway, let's leave these maps alone. It wouldn't be nice to interfere with the Field Marshal's work.
Yeah, I don't think this actually does anything. A lot of the side quests in these games are like flavor and story related. Some of them are really good though. They give you very powerful weapons. So yeah, we gotta try to burn this. I remember this. What are you doing? Hey, what did you just do? Can't you see for yourself? What would you have done if Noir's sign had caught fire? Like, that's my problem. Luke, you know you went too far. You should apologize. Apologizing isn't enough. I can't believe you were toying around with Noir's sign. I know. If you want to make up for it, how about doing me a favor? Why should we have to... If it's in our power... Alright, here, take this. Receive 200 gold. The Black Dream Fan Club office is in Cassidonia. Go there and pay my dues for me. Go do it yourself. Unfortunately, I'm busy and can't make it to Cassidonia, unlike you people. Make sure you pay and bring me back the newsletter. You better not try running off with my money. Alright, we'll pay the dues and get the newsletter. You tell them it's the yearly dues from Ain and St. Bina, they'll understand. Thanks, the office is in front of the inn on the Malkuth side. Ain, got it. You make sure you remember too. Like that's my problem. Yeah, if I remember correctly, this side quest is like pointless. Pretty much he tricks us into paying his dues, which are more than 200 gold. And then Tyr gets pissed off at him, and he's like, oh, she's such a powerful, strong woman, I'm gonna become your fan now, which is basically code for a creepy weirdo who obsesses over ladies. Kind of like a stalker, you know? But it's like a Japanese culture thing, it's I don't know. Couldn't tell you. Maybe I should put Alka on for some agility. Okay. Man, what am I going to do? I was headed for Exariuth, but the bridge on the road is broken. Are you headed south too? You can't use the bridge, so be careful. Oh well, I guess I'll head for Engave. See ya. South. Is that where we were headed? Because that sucks. Exariuth. What kind of girl? Let's head for Kaitsura to meet up with Anis. When are you guys finally going to get me home? Oh, I forgot to give him that snotty voice. Well, with Rotaro Bridge out, we'd have to grab a ship at Kaitsura anyway. So we're really not losing any time this way. Too bad the bridge to Xeriuth is out too. Now we'll have to cross the Fubris River on foot. The Fubris River is pretty calm at this time of year, and the water shouldn't be too high either. It's actually the shortest path to Kaitsura, so depending on how you look at it, you might say we're actually saving time. But then Anna's on the cross that river too, right? You think she was okay? She's fine. She's Annis. There's no need to worry about Annis. Huh. Well, anyway, let's get going. Just who is this Annis, anyway? She's 12 and obsessed with being rich. That's her whole character. So if what they're saying is the bridge over here was destroyed, that kind of sucks because I wanted to, oh no, it's not. Wanted to go search the search point.
Shall we?
Magic lens. Dang, these dudes have like no HP.
I'm not good at holding back.
Yeah, those are pretty much the enemies we're fighting in the very first little area that we got sent to. So, Tia, you're not a scorer? Not exactly. Scorers are members of the Order of Lorelei who can use the 7th phonon. Uh-huh. I use phonic hymns, so I'm a melodist. A melodist? Not too many of those these days, are there? Not lately, no, and they usually serve in a supporting role anyway. I like melodists, though. There's something pleasant and soothing about their songs. Granted, some songs are used to attack people, but they also sing healing songs. Yes, true. Yes, they do. And I like your songs a lot, Tyr. They somehow seem very nostalgic. Thank you. Huh, well, now that you mention it, I guess she does have a good voice. Shame about the personality, though. Why are you such an ass? Stop glaring at me! Guide! Whoa. That was a weird glitch. Okay, so the search point should be over here.
This looks like fun.
What's going on with that?
That's right.
Ow!
Oh, my knee explodes.
Okay. Tatcharoo grass. Don't really need that. Let me save just in case. I've been playing for like almost 4 hours at this point without a crash or anything, so wouldn't want any of my progress to be lost. Now, if I saw the map correctly, search point 1 is around here somewhere, correct? Where? Let me make doubly sure. We had to go past the bridge. So Rotaro Bridge, that's right there. St. Bruno's right here. We cross that bridge. So it's all the way, like if we follow the river, it's down this way. Oh, here it is. Okay.
This looks like fun.
Chirpy. These guys are annoying to fight. They get knocked down really easily, and knocked down like... It's not knocked down in the same way as like using Beast or Raging Blast on somebody. Like, they're like made defenseless, I think is what it's called in this game. And you can't kill them until they're like back up again. Like, you could technically reduce their HP to 1, which is fine. It's not a bad thing. But it just takes longer to kill them because you have to wait for their animation to play out. Oh. Look at us being all powerful. Oh, my cat's crying at the door again. And I know the mic is picking it up. I think we can actually see search point 4 off in the distance over there.
This looks like fun.
But we need a gel base and cotton.
Oh, my knee
That's your best?
See, he hasn't been fixed yet, or else I would let him in the room. Excuse me, sorry. So, search point 1. they're saying that we need cotton and gel base. Again, I don't know why we're doing this. Gel base, alright, first try. Weeds, tabula grass, weeds, gel base. So they say in search point 4 is where we get cotton. Okay, so we'll just follow this wall back, hug the mountains. Get away! They give so little experience, it's almost not worth fighting these dudes. But we haven't seen these guys yet, so I figured we would fight them. Oh, 520.
Farewell. Rest in peace.
We don't get to say anything. Do you have any idea how mad you make me?
What was the point of that? I mean, it's neat whenever you see them, you know, like have conversations with each other, but that one just seemed like weird. You know, mad you make me by killing people. Don't kill people. I'm so whiny and annoying. So kite sewer, rivers down here. Oh, get away. No bugs, please. We're probably going back to St. Bina just to turn that quest in, just to show it, but... Yeah, there's nothing here...
Alright, let's go!
That's too hard for us to kill. There we go.
That's your best?
See, like I said, it's cooler to finish people off with that move. Because knocking people down... It has its ups and downs, like, if you knock down somebody... They're not hitting you, so that's a good thing, but when they're knocked down and put into the recovery animation, they take like 90% reduced damage or something like that. It's quite wild. So, Kaitsura River. I thought it was down this way. Could have sworn it was down this way. Fubus River. So, it's directly south of St. Bina. So where's St. Bina? It says it's like right here. Well, Get away from me. Get away. Everybody just get away. Man, I think I've managed to lose myself in the mountains. None soul-searching way either.
I feel nothing for my enemy.
Yeah, let's go. The grade is good though, like they totally increased how much grade you get in this game. It's so nice.